What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between? This is The Random Show. I am one of your hosts, Lex Caliber, aka Swole Supreme. You see what it is. And with me, as always, is my homie from way back when, my ace, DJ L Spade Marcus, motherfucking Johnson.
Shaboing.
And today we're gonna talk about that sweet
Ooh.
science of boxing, but not the boxing itself. We're gonna talk about some bullshit. Terence Bud Crawford, who the whole world saw put the work on Canelo Alvarez.
You was right about that. Let me say that first, because you predicted that, and you was right. I didn't see it happening, and you was right.
Apparently, Crawford had to pay the sanctioning body. I think it was the WBC, right?
Yes,
Um,
WBC.
he had to pay them an exorbitant amount of money to maintain his title that he legitimately won from Canelo. And basically, Bud said, fuck y'all. All the other sanctioning bodies are happy with what I'm already paying them. Why do you think y'all are entitled to more than that? So I'm not going to pay y'all nothing. And so they stripped him of his title, even though the whole world saw him win it. And this personally, I think is bullshit. I think that first of all, there's too many organizations within the boxing world. You got WBO, WBC, whatever the
IBF.
fuck else. Yeah, exactly. Already it's fucked. It needs to be streamlined. And the fact that if you don't pay a fee, you're not the champion. Like to me, that that starts fucking with the roots of this gladiator world that boxing, mixed martial arts, and everything is like the best fight the best. Whoever comes out number one is the champion. It's not if you don't pay money, you can't be the best fighter in the world. It just I don't. It reeks of bullshit to me. What do you think, Marcus?
I hate to ride for the man, but I agree with the WBC, dog. And I hate to be that guy. For those that don't know, I have did amateur kickboxing.
Mm.
And I even pondered about going pro. And when you go pro, there are different sanctioning bodies. So in boxing, to be the undisputed champion, you got to win the belt in your weight class for all four sanctioning bodies. Every sanctioning body has a fee. You know the fee. For the WBC, it's 3% of your purse. You know that going in. So don't act funny now that you got to pay the 3%, my G. like the 3% is the 3%. You know that before you got into the sanctioning body. Now, the next question is, why do you have sanctioning bodies? Well, you have sanctioning bodies because you can market yourself. And you said something, man, about like there's too many sanctioning bodies. That's actually a feature, not a bug. Because if I'm a boxer, I want multiple sanctioning committees because then I can jump around and charge different prices and get my weight up for my fights. Because there's no guarantee the IBF, who has their own ranking system for me to get up there, versus the WBC, who has their own ranking system. My price for the fight can go up and I can negotiate more, unlike like entities like the NFL and the NBA, where you got a salary cap and you can't negotiate. Like they kind of stifle how much you're gonna make. Like the reason why you can make a lot of money in boxing is because you got multiple sanctioning arms. This ain't a hey, they holding the black man down moment. It's just dude didn't pay his bills. And this is only controversial if you're not a boxing fan. And I say that because this ain't the only undisputed heavyweight champion to get his title stripped. It happens all the damn time. Because once again, if you got four different sanctioning bodies, you can't make all those fights. So you usually get stripped of one of those titles anyway, bro. It happens, dog. It happened to Bernard Hopkins. He got his shit stripped. Every undisputed heavyweight champion or champion in general end up getting their shit stripped because the requirements in the IBF is different from the WC, the WOF, all of them say it's different. So there's scheduling conflicts. You got to make a decision. So you end up getting it stripped anyway. But hey, he's still the champion. He got the money. Who cares, dog?
Well, like this is how I see it, right? Because a very recent example, would be Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. For a time, they were the creme de la creme of the heavyweight division.
Mm-hmm.
Wilder and Fury fought each other 3 times. AJ didn't fight none of the other two. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that is a travesty to boxing because if we have a fighting league or whatever you want to call it, the best have to fight the best. Like Ric Flair said, to be the man, woo, you got to beat the man. You don't duck the man and still be a champion. That's not a champion. You got to fight whoever is the number one, number two motherfucker and prove that you're the best. And the fact that, partially because there are so many sanctioning bodies, those three never had to fight each other. They just could hold on to whatever belts they had and fight other people, lesser fighters. And it's like, you remember when it was, you had Sugar Ray Robinson, you had Hearns, and
Mm-hmm.
who were the other two? Was the Four Kings.
Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler,
Marv, what a
and
name for a
Roberto
boxer, dude.
Duran. Yes,
Hagler. Like, it just
Hagler,
seems like he's gonna mangle you, dude. Like,
marvelous
so
Marvin Hagler.
exactly. All four of those dudes fought each other. Who's the best? You know, and the fact that the sanctioning bodies allow the best to not fight the best, I think disrespects the whole foundation of the fight game. You can't be a
Mm.
champion and ducking people. It's like Rocky 3, bruh. When Mickey was setting Rocky up with these easier fights, when Mr. T was like the number one contender, but kept ducking him. And then when they finally fought, Mr. T mopped the floor with him in the first fight. That's what should happen. You running does not equal champion in my book. And that's why I think the sanctioning bodies need to be. Because it's like, I mean, yes, there is a salary cap if you have something like the UFC, but still, we know who, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best fighter in that weight class in the world. And if you're the champ, you have to fight the number one contender. Fuck everything else. And I
Not
think
really
that's
though.
how
It's a
that's
lot
how
of
it should
ducking.
be.
There's a lot of ducking
Not
going on there too,
UFC.
man.
UFC doesn't do.
Dana does a lot of inside politics, man. Like really, like
Mm,
Jones was hidden for a while. Sanctioning bodies can be complicated because if I am in the WBA and you're in the WBC, the WBA ain't got nothing to do with the WBC. So yes, I can duck you if you got a belt in that one. You can keep your belt forever. If I want to fight you, I need to join that sanctioning body. I agree with that. I really honestly agree with that. I have no obligation to switch sanctioning bodies. I really don't. Like, if I'm cool with just being part of the WBA, that's what it is, man. You join the WBA. I can just chill here with this. I'm going to whoop all these Rudy Poos in the WBA and be happy.
but you ain't the you can't feel in your heart of hearts that you are the champ because
You know what I can
there's
feel, though? That money going to that bank account. I
hey
can feel
look
that.
that's a different conversation. Yeah, the financial stability that's a different conversation. But like if there are three other champions in your weight class, then like you ain't the guy.
Different section bodies, man. That's
Yeah.
it. Different section bodies. Like, so there's each section body has different requirements, right? So depending on who you are, and this goes to your point, having multiple sanction bodies. If I want to be undisputed, it's a big hurdle to climb, but you're only human, man. There's only so many licks and kicks you can take, right? But if you get the UFC, it's hard to get into another professional racket because that's kind of the top of the MMA. You got other stuff like Bellator,
Mm.
K1 at one point in time was the number one dog. Then you got Dirty Boxing and other venues, but ultimately everybody's trying to get to UFC because they kind of got a monopoly on everything. It's like, do you not think it'd be better if we had multiple pro football leagues instead of just the NFL? Because
Bro, they've tried, but like because they had the XFL, they had the what is it, the USFL, and it's
yeah,
like, bro, it's like you look at NFL and then you watch those. It's like you're watching like a high level college team playing. It's just because they didn't make it, the best of the best generally make it to the NFL. Everybody else, it's not going to be as entertaining. It's not going to be as good. You're going to see a lot of
yeah,
mistakes that the NFL don't make. Like they tried,
yeah.
but it's just like the quality of play is not, it's not the same. It's yeah.
But on the flip side though, I see people who watch college football all the damn time on
Mm.
Saturday. And you can't tell me a lot of those college football games ain't high level JV varsity games. Cause some of them, I'm like, yo, bro, this like, I just be honest, man. My alma mater, my alma mater, University of Tennessee at Martin. We had no business had no football team, dog. Like, yo, in that division, like we had one, but I think our quarterback was like 5'11". It's like, come on, dude, dude, he can't even see down the field over these big guys. So I don't know. I don't want to lose the thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'd put it like it's like you go to a minor league baseball game and then you go watch the Dodgers, right? Or any professional team. It's like, they're separated for a reason. Minor leagues, it might be fun to watch, but you ain't gonna get the fireworks and the amazing stuff that you can only find in the major leagues.
Just to put a bow on this, because I want to see if you really think this is true.
Yeah.
So me and you, we got a business.
Yeah.
We are our own sanctioning body. And we tell everybody, hey man, if you want to be part of Lex Spade sanctioning and win this handy dandy shiny belt, you're gonna have to give us 2% of your winnings. Now, this is how we get our money. This is how our business run. In order for us to get the money and to supply these championship belts and to do marketing and keep our sanctioning going on and be relevant, we need that 2%. Then this star comes along and say, hey, that Rudy Poo ass sanctioning committee over there only charged me 1%. Fuck your 2%. Are you going to be okay with that? Or are you going to want your 2%? Knowing that it was 2% when you got in. You knew this before you took the fight. You knew, hey, over here at Lex Spade, we charge 2%.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. Like the Eagles, right? They won the Super Bowl last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say if they are no longer the Super Bowl champions because they didn't pay the trophy fee or whatever? Like, how can you do that? And what other league has all these sanctioning bodies?
Okay. So
all
this
fragmented,
is
right?
there's a comp. There's a comp for this, right? And the comp would be the NCAA when they strip titles. Now, we know that you won the title, but the title has been stripped from you. So yeah, it has happened. We still saw you win. Well, okay, yeah, UMass is technically the champion, but we're gonna strip it from you because you broke the rules. The rules was you're gonna give me this damn 3%. You didn't give me that 3%. Only thing I can do is recourse because the fight is already over. Only thing I can do is say, hey man, give me that belt back, bro. That's all I can do because I ain't got my money. Yeah, would you be okay with Lex Spade not getting our 2%?
It's not pure. Like, because I wouldn't start that kind of business anyway. Because it's like boxing is the only one that you can have multiple champions in the same shit. No other sports do that. Hockey, there's one champion. Baseball, there's one champion. Basketball, football, there's one champion. You have a tournament, you get to
in America
championship in America, right?
Boxing is worldwide though.
But even the Olympics, you got one champion. In FIFA, you got one champion.
Oh, in divisions. I know
the World Cup. I mean, yeah. And then the Olympics, you have one 100-meter men's champion. They might strip your title if you raise a black fist, but that's something else. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is the only one where you can have multiple champions in the exact same shit, which is like it's watered down. I think. I mean, it might just be one of those things where we agree to disagree.
We are.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to. Because I think sanctioning bodies are needed because once again, the belt carries weight, and you're able to market yourself more because you have different sanctioning bodies. You can actually play them off each other as competition, man. That's how capitalism is supposed to work. You got real competition. So now you can ask more. Like today's price doesn't have to be yesterday's price because you can bounce off sanctioned bodies. You can say, hey, if the IBF ain't going to pay me this, I'm going to switch over to the WBC. They're going to pay me more, right? You got stuff you can do, man. Promoters can make money. in multiple ways because you can play them off each other. You can't do that in the NBA, really, man. You can get your agents to negotiate for you, but the cap is the cap, right? Like they can do stuff like
Yeah.
that because that. So I mean, in this case, I feel first it ain't nothing new. Undisputed champions done had this shit stripped all the damn time. It ain't nothing new. Second thing is, man, yo, bro, you didn't pay your bill. You didn't. So I mean, this ain't holding the black man down moment. It's just like, bro, cool. I saw you beat Canelo. We'll have the memories.
Yeah, we shared something together that night.
Yeah, we had something special. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I
Yeah.
saw it happen. You did the impossible, my G.
But I think the numbers, wouldn't they like work themselves out? Because it's like the big thing, like WNBA salary is so much less than NBA, but that's because the NBA generates so much revenue. So in theory, you could still, without playing the sanctioning bodies off each other, if the viewership is there and the advertising dollars and all that other stuff is there, and you in your contract for the fight, you get a certain percent of the proceeds, whatever. Like, couldn't the numbers still work themselves out? Like,
Nah,
you don't think so?
nah. And this is why though, right? So, and think about like in the NBA. So when they're doing collective bargaining, you got to take into account not only the ticket sales, because they do revenue sharing, by the way, but the ticket sales. You got to think about the market. Then you got to think about the TV deals and the TV deals in each market and which networks are buying those. All that money comes in to be collective bargain so they can have their salary. You got to think about that the same way for the sanctioning. So HBO boxing may pay more than Showtime boxing. Showtime may pay more than network television. But every sanctioning body doesn't have a deal necessarily with Showtime. So maybe I want to get that Showtime money. So if I want that Showtime money, I might have to get with this sanctioning body. Right? So I think there was like HBO boxing. I forgot who they was with. But, different sanctioning bodies can negotiate what they're going to pay. So it's not necessarily that it can work itself out. If I'm starting to box, the money I get is going to be substantially lower than a known boxer.
Mm.
So as I keep on getting up, man, how do I get more money, right? Hopefully I got a good promoter who knows the ticket prices and the pay-per-view and can get me a price, but it's not necessarily set in stone. Just like the NBA salaries ain't set in stone. You don't think LA would love to get a discount on LeBron right now? And they may be like, look, bro, you ain't worth it, dog. I'm gonna need a couple of these thousands back, or something. So I don't know. I don't look at it that way. This really ain't that hard to me. It's just one of those, bro, you didn't pay your bill. And after the fact, if you want this to mean something, maybe you should try to like lobby for fair sanctioning or a cap for all the sanctioning bodies. I ain't hear him talk about nothing like that. Like, this is just dude saying, I want to pay this money. And that's cool. Like, yo, you got your money. You got to pay.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'd be okay with all the sanctioning bodies as long as there was a system for the best to fight the best. That's mainly like that's probably my number one concern is like the whole world, we deserve to see Joshua versus Wilder, Joshua versus Fury. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. A lot of politics.
We didn't get that. We didn't get that. Yeah.
Yes.
And so if that part gets worked out, then I'll be cool. I'm like, sanctioning bodies, whatever. As long as they work together. I don't know how, but we got to have the best fight the best. Otherwise, it diminishes the sport as a whole.
Now we can end it on that because I 110% agree with you.
Hell yeah. Let's end it right there.
Man, you got to be out here riding for the man. Now I feel
Yeah, people gonna start looking at you funny, bro.
Bro, you got me, man. I was like, yo, when I read the story, I'm like, damn, man, I agree with the man on this one, man. I really do. I'm like, damn, it's fucked up.